Yo, we live. Hey man, welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose, here today bringing you another edition of my starting five on DraftKings and FanDuel, alright? But y'all already know what we got pulled up, man. It's the lineup review with my best lineup with the updated starting five that I posted yesterday on Twitter. So we're going to get right into that for y'all. And while we doing that, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, man. It goes a long way. It's greatly appreciated. Yeah, and it help us hit the notification bell too, man, so you know when the video drops, alright? Last night, man, it was a rough one, man. Not too rough. We lost about half our buy-in. Took too many chances over here tonight, trying to be a little different. But let's get it. My best lineup with the updated starting five was in the $4.20 max. Yeah. All right. Put up 302, as you can see right here. 302, man. If you caught the updated starting five last night, you'll see I went with Steph Curry, Paul George, Grayson Allen, and Darius Bertans. All right. I mean, Darius Bertans and Yusuf Nurkic. I'm sorry. That was the updated starting five, and this is my best lineup right here. So with my point guard Steph Curry, I figured he'd be low on as everybody was probably going like Westbrook, PG we knew, Jokic, things of that nature. So we knew we'd be a little different right here with Steph Curry. We got him at 14% ownership, very solid on this slate tonight. He gave us 47 DK points, man. Got off to a rough start. I don't know what happened. I think like 2-3 minutes into the first quarter, he had to go back to the locker room. They were saying somebody's foot. Came back out a little later, then eventually got back in there. But that probably hindered his first half run, which slowed him up. He had a monster second half for us, though. Really gave us a big performance in the second half. Wish he had got his full rotations in the first half, and he probably could have gave us a bigger performance. But 47 points was not nearly enough at the 10-3 salary right here. So he let us down right here, but we wanted to go back to him because he's been having a great month so far shooting, and we knew everybody would be off of him because the last game against the Wizards he struggled. So we wanted to go there. We knew it would be a good low on spot, and we just didn't get the results we wanted. All right. Coming in at shooting guard, man, PG-13 was just a lock for me all day. We knew he'd be kind of high on. I thought he would come in at a little more than this, a little higher than this. I'm sorry, but it was nothing that was gonna get me off Paul George yesterday with no Kawhi. He's gonna be in my lineups every game until Kawhi comes back, as he is the offense over there. Got him at 37% ownership. I take that, not too high. He gave us 60 DK points, very solid from PG-13 right here in this spot. Now, my forward positions is where I went wrong. It was the small forward and the power forward yesterday. I didn't like really any of the options. It was either paying up at the small forward. You could either pay up to Jimmy Butler or Bradley Beal. I didn't like either one of those options too much, so I chose the punt right here at my small forward and pay down. I didn't go all the way down. Went with a guy that I thought was in a good spot. Grayson Allen right here in the matchup against the Portland Trail Blazers. A good game environment. Nice total on this game. We figured it'd be high scoring. We got what we asked for right here as far as the game goes, but we didn't get what we wanted from Grayson Allen. Got him at 8% ownership, man. He just gave us 13 DK points, man. A flop right here. We knew it was a little risky, but I figured a high total he could fall into some extra stats and maybe some double digit scoring, but he didn't have it scoring wise tonight. Only 2 points. His shot was off. It was a bad performance from Grayson Allen, but we knew it was risky going into it. All right, coming at the power forward, Darius Bertans, another risky shooter here. We knew we liked this game environment right here, OKC Thunder, and I want to go to Bertans here because, one, I expected him to get 30-plus minutes with no Avdia, and they were still without Rui. I actually thought Bertans would maybe start, but they went with Bonga instead. But I wasn't worried when he didn't start. I figured he still should get 30 minutes. He got in early foul trouble. He 3 fouls within like the first 8 minutes of his first rotation, and that really hindered him. He only played 22 minutes tonight. I just knew he was in for at least 30 to 32 minutes, so we didn't get the minutes we wanted from him. He shot okay, hit 4 threes, just gave us 17, right at 17 DK points at 35%. He also came in a little higher than I thought he would be too. We thought we'd get a little suppressed ownership on him, but that was Bertans. Like I said, didn't get the minutes we expected, so another spot that failed us right here. And then my center spot was just Yusuf Nurkic. I was locked in. I told you, if you saw the video yesterday, I told you he was my favorite player on both sites. I was gonna have him no matter what. He came in a little lower than we thought. I thought he'd be a little higher than 26% on, but at 5,200 he gave us right at 60 DK points. A monster performance, big double from the big man right here. I like that, man. Nurkic is gonna be in play every game, every slate until that price rises, man. Now that you know he's locked in for 30 minutes, get you some Nurkic until his price comes up. All right. So rounding out the lineup, I went Brandon Goodwin, the standard chalk value play yesterday. Although he didn't start, I did get a little worried, but I left him in anyways. I figured he still should get solid minutes, and I was correct in doing that. He came in at 29% ownership, 26 DK points, solid for this 3,400 price tag, very solid. Went with PJ Washington here in my center. I went with a little two center. I ain't gonna say two center, but the two center plays. I went PJ Washington at 6,300, right at 5% ownership. Once I saw the starting lineup and saw that he was starting at the center spot, I mean, if you've seen in my videos in the past, I told you PJ Washington starting at the center spot is where you want to play him at. Whenever he started at the center and he's gonna get the run, that's his best position fantasy wise. I don't know about real life, but fantasy wise, he's a far better player when he's playing the center. So him getting the start at center, he put up 41 DK points, man. Nice performance right here at this 6,300 price tag and at this ownership. And then finish up my lineup with Darius Basley down here. Just against the Wizards, you always got to take players against the Wizards. So I wanted to get some exposure to this game. And it was like a little run back from Bertans right here. So it gave me exposure to the high total game and two lower on spots that could give us big performance. That's what I tried to do right here. And Basley got him at 12% ownership. He gave us 39 DK points. Very solid from him at this price tag. Just not enough on tonight's slate. It was a pretty high scoring night out there, man, but like I said, we lost about half our buy-in. Not a very good night, but we're gonna get back to it today with this Saturday slate that's gonna get very, very crazy. So let's take a look at it and see what I got cooking for y'all. All right, now 6th game on this Saturday, and it's already in shambles, man. It's probably going to be some more injury news before lock, but Houston is missing everybody, man. They only got 8 players over there. We waiting on tons of other injury news. It's going to get hectic. This is going to be a hectic 6th gamer. It's so much value, but not many pay-up options. A lot of the value is at the forward spots, center spots like that. But the problem with that is tomorrow, outside of Luka, all your pay-up options are at the center spot and the power forward spot with Zion. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Bills go tomorrow, as there's tons of value, but not enough pay-up options. It's not enough variety in the pay-up options, and most of them all in the center spot. So it's going to be interesting to see Bills tomorrow and how to try to get different from the field. But let's get into what I like right now. At the top, we want to look at point guard Malcolm Brogdon. We know Turner's out for extended time, so they've already ruled Sabonis out. So it's going to be the Brogdon and Karis LeVert show over here again. They should get all the uses, all the shots they want. And I want to go to Brogdon since he's going to do most of the ball handling, and look for him to score in this spot against the Detroit Pistons, man. It's another team that's going to be shorthanded tomorrow, and I like getting the Brogdon at this price tag. Mm-hmm. Coming in as shooting guard, I want to look at Joe Ingles. Still no Donovan Mitchell. The best matchup you can get fantasy-wise outside of Houston is the Minnesota Timberwolves. So we getting them in this spot. Hopefully the Minnesota can hang in there and it doesn't get out of hand too early. I think they'll be able to put up a fight with with Utah being down Donovan Mitchell. So hopefully Joe Ingles will see his full run. He's been very solid since Mitchell's been out. And at 6,600, I think he can give us a nice performance, especially in this matchup against the Timberwolves. Now, Rounding it out, man. You already see it. It's all Houston all the time. They only gonna have 8 players, man. At the small forward, I want to go Mr. Tate right here. He should be in line for 35, 36 minutes. He's been he's the fourth option on the starting squad, but now with everybody out, he should be the second option behind Kelly Olynyk. So I like getting the Tate right here in this matchup against the Denver Nuggets. Coming in at power forward, going Kenyon Martin Jr. Expecting him to probably step into the starting lineup with no Christian Wood tomorrow. And if you remember from early in the year when he was 3,000 in the starting lineup when Wood was out, he gave you very solid performance. He's a solid rebounder. He can score as well. He's a double threat right here at this 3,600 price tag. I like getting to some Kenyon Martin Jr. And coming in at center, what should be the number one option for Houston today? No John Wall, no Kevin Porter, no Christian Wood. Gotta go to Kelly Olynyk. He's definitely gonna get all the uses and all the shots you want, man. You're gonna need two or three of these Houston guys tomorrow, man. It's just plain and simple. It's too much value over there. You got too much room for upside with as many minutes as they're gonna play. As I think they only got 8 players tomorrow, so we'll see, man. But you definitely going to have some interest in Houston tomorrow, and definitely going to have you 2 or 3 of those guys from over there. So there you see it, man. My starting 5 for DraftKings right now: Malcolm Brogdon, Joe Ingles, Jason Tate, Kenyon Martin Jr., and Kelly Olynyk. All right? Let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what I'm liking over there. At the top, staying with Malcolm Brogdon. $8K over here, a little $300 discount. Expecting him to just be the man and run the show and get the victory for the Pacers in this matchup against the Pistons. Loving Malcolm Brogdon tomorrow. Coming in as shooting guard. Going with a little different Houston guy over here, Armani Brooks. He's been starting, saying 30 minutes. Now with no Wall, no Christian Wood, he probably see 36 minutes tomorrow. He should get enough shots. He should be the main ball handler, bringing it up. I like going to Armani Brooks at this $4,200 price tag, all right? Coming in at small forward, I want to take a look at Brandon Ingram. Just a change of pace right here. I know everybody's going to be on the Houston game. They're probably not going to want to pay up at small forward. I think this is an interesting way to get different, especially this is a nice game right here against the Spurs. He at 8,200. It's very solid. I think Brandon Ingram can give you a nice return, and it's a spot I'm being different in right here because I know it's going to be chock filled with Houston guys right here. So I like getting Brandon Ingram in this matchup. Coming in at power forward, Kenyon Martin Jr., 3,600 over here. Just too cheap for the role he's anticipated to have tomorrow. Get you some Kenyon Martin Jr. going against the Denver Nuggets. And rounding out at center, Kelly Olynyk, 5,000. Love the price over here at FanDuel. My absolute favorite play on FanDuel tomorrow. I don't care. I will not be paying up at the center on FanDuel. It will be Kelly Olynyk, all right? There you have it, man. My starting 5 for FanDuel: Malcolm Brogdon, Armani Brooks, Brandon Ingram, Kenyon Martin, and Kelly Olynyk, man. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter so you can get the updated starting 5 about 30 minutes before lock. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Y'all know the motto, man. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I see y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's go.